Grab your green loop band, coming over to the wall with your foam roller, bringing the loop band around your wrists and coming into your figure four. I'll turn and face you just to show you your figure four. Start with your dominant or tighter leg crossing over your non-dominant, not as tight leg. Point the toes. The forearms will go on to the foam roller, pushing down into the foam roller and then pulling out on that band like you're trying to split it in half, engaging your shoulder stabilizers. Let your inner thighs pull you back, low abs engaged. Let's go ahead and get into that position, holding it here. If at any time you feel knee pain, make sure your abs are in, make sure your inner thighs are pulling back on each exhale, your glutes, your butt muscles are squeezing. Watch out for the dropping of the chin. Keep the chin up. Gaze is always higher than eye level to keep the back of the neck safe. Plug the shoulders down, pull the low belly in towards the spine like you have the tightest pair of jeans on, and you don't want anything hanging out over top of them. So keep breathing here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, switching sides, setting up on the other side. Remember, you don't have to stay in the pose the whole time. You can come in and out of it as needed, but we want to get deep into those posturally tight hips from this standing position, pushing the forearms down into the roller, pulling out on them, bracing your abs, sitting back by using the inner thigh strength to pull you back. Pull the low belly in towards the spine. Find a neutral pelvis. So try to not round your low back here. Tip your pelvis back, creating what looks like cow position. Brace your abs here. Inhale. Low belly is firm, and we exhale. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set the roller and the green loop band to the side. Picking up our purple loop band, taking it around our upper arms all the way above our elbows. So make it sure that it's right above the elbows. And then you're going to find your way onto all fours, hands and knees. Wrists should be under your shoulders, knees under the hips. Tops of the feet and shins are down on the floor, low belly's in. You're pushing down into the hands and pulling out like you're trying to split the mat in half or pull that band in half. Brace your abs, give me cow pose, inhaling and exhaling to neutral. So I don't want you going into angry cat because flexion isn't advised when you have osteoporosis, so we want to avoid rounding of the low back. So neutral pelvis is somewhere between rounding the low back and arching it. Extension should feel nice, arching, cow pose, inhale. Exhale to neutral pelvis, somewhere between rounding and arching that lower back. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, neutral. Two more. Inhale, arch. And exhale, neutral. Stepping your feet back into a plank position. You can always opt for the knees down with the shins lifted and toes pointed, or you can have those feet hip distance apart in your plank position. Inhale, prepare, feeling long as a board, energy from the heels all the way through the crown of the head, low belly firm. Exhale to tap the knees down, 2, 3. Inhale to pick them up, 2, 3. Exhale, tap them down, 2, 3. Inhale, pick them up, 2, 3. Keep going with this. If you need to come back into your cow pose and hold, you can go into that cow and that neutral position, playing around with that. Try to stay with it. If you're still in that plank, imagine hands hovering from your shoulder blades. Puff the upper back up towards those hands. Engage your shoulder blade anchor. One more breath. Excellent. From here, we'll set the purple loop band to the side. We'll grab our small anti-burst ball and our 3-pound weight. Coming to a seated position with our knees bent, ball between the inner thighs. Your feet can be dorsiflexed here, holding the weight on the chest, and I'll turn and face you so you see how the weight's held. And then I'm going to turn profile to you so you see what's happening in my spine. I'm going to try to avoid rounding my low back. I'm going to tip my pelvis back as much as I can. And then I'm going to exhale, hinging halfway back. Once I'm back, I'm going to inhale and take the weight all the way overhead. And exhale, bring it back to the chest. Inhale it overhead. Exhale it back to the chest. And inhale back up. Let's just do one at the bottom because it's pretty strenuous. And I want you to have that reset where you can check that you're not rounding your low back. Now, if you're not able to hinge back without rounding your low back, I'd advise you to keep the weight on your chest and just keep practicing hinging back. Because if you're rounding, that's going to put pressure on your vertebrae. And with osteoporosis, we do not want that. So tip your pelvis back, make sure it's neutral. If you're maintaining a perfectly neutral pelvis with the abs in, then you can lift those arms overhead at the bottom. Make sure you're working correctly and safely. This is very important for your safety. So I'm going to cue it as if you can lift it overhead. If you cannot lift it overhead, keep it on the chest. So let's come to the top. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we hinge back. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, the pelvis grounds down as the weight lifts overhead. Exhale, the weight lowers back to the chest. Inhale, pelvis grounds down and tips back as we come back up to a seated position. Again, exhale, we hinge back. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, the weight floats overhead. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, the weight lowers back to the chest. Inhale, pelvis grounds down, neutral pelvis. And we come all the way back up to our seated position. From here, let's grab that purple loop band again, setting the ball and our weight to the side, coming into a forearm plank now. So same as the plank, but now we're down on our forearms. Still pushing the forearms into the mat and trying to pull out like you're going to split that mat in half, pulling out on that band. Puff the upper back up. Imagine hands hovering from the shoulder blades. Keep puffing the back towards those hands. Firm the belly like you have a tight pair of jeans on and you don't want your belly to hang over. Reach long through your legs. Now exhale to tap the knees down. 2, 3. Inhale, pick them up. 2, 3. Exhale, tap them down. 2, 3. Inhale, pick them up. Keep going with this. If at any point in time you need a break, you climb up onto all fours. I'll demo. Keep going if you can. Arching the back in cow pose, inhaling, neutralizing it, exhaling. Moving into that articulation of the spine, modified for your osteoporosis to keep you safe. Extension and neutral. I'm going to come back to the plank to join you. We just have 20 seconds. Stay with it or go into cat and our cow/neutral pelvis variation. Breathe here. Deep inhales. Check in with your breath. Check in with your abs. Are you inhaling laterally like an opera singer into the side body? Puff those back ribs and shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. All right, from here, we're going to come back to our seated position. Tap those knees down. Let's set that purple band to the side. We'll actually need the purple loop band, and we're going to thread the blue Theraband through it. We'll come to our seated position with our legs together this time. No small anti-burst ball. We're going to put, I'll face you so you can see, we'll put the purple loop band around the feet, capturing it, wrapping the ends of the blue Theraband around our knuckles with the thumbs on the outside. I'm going to turn now profile to you so that you can see what's happening in my back. So my arms are just going to both row in, same thing on each side. I'm going to sit up tall, neutral pelvis, inhale, preparing, exhale, hinging back. At the bottom, I'm going to do 3 rows, engaging my back, keeping my shoulders plugged down. And then I'm going to inhale, grounding my pelvis down and neutralizing it with the low belly firm, lower pelvic floor muscles lifting in and up to come back up to a seated position. Let's work together here. Exhale to hinge back. 2, 3. Inhale, 3 rows. 2, 3. Exhale, stay down, lifting up through the pelvic floor. Inhale, back up to a tall spine. So all it is. Exhale, let the inner thighs pull you back. Inhale, make sure your pelvis is neutral. Exhale, give me those rows. 2, 3. Inhale, back up to a tall spine. Yes, so let's have an inhale at the bottom where we check our pelvis before we exhale and do those rows. Okay, so sitting up tall, inhale. Exhale, inner thighs pull us back. Inhale, pause. Check your pelvic position that your abs are in. Give me those 3 rows on your exhale. Inhale, back up to your tall seated position. 2 more sets. Exhale, hinging back. 2, 3. Inhale, pelvis neutral. 2, 3. Exhale, row. 2, 3. Inhale, back upright. 2, 3. Exhale, hinging back, 2, 3. Inhale, pause, check your pelvis. Exhale, row, 2, 3. Inhale, back up to your tall spine. Great job. Let's pick up our 3-pound weight and we'll grab our small anti-burst ball, a yoga block or pillow to put under the side of the head. Coming to a sideline position with your dominant or stronger arm farthest away from the floor. It will be loaded first with the 3-pound weight. Make sure the head is supported, very comfortable. Your neck is not straining. Pin your elbow to the side of the body. Forearm will lift up and it's going to go on a slow 6 count. So we lift up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lower down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, as you're working here, watch that the wrist doesn't flex, the hand doesn't come in towards the face. Keep that wrist flat and keep a right angle between the wrist and the upper arm at all times. So I inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all it is. Lifting, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lowering, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. We lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lower, 2. This is our last one. Brace your abs. Coming up. Spinning around to the other side with the abs firm. Find your fetal position with your neutral pelvis. Imagine your pelvis being pulled towards your heels. Lots of length between your side body and your low back with the belly firm. Lateral breathing into the rib cage and upper back. Plug the shoulders down, chin lifted. Even here, gaze is higher than eye level. Pin the elbow to the side of the body, and here we go. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Belly firm. We lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all it is. Keep going with that. I want to remind you of your checkpoints because they're very important here. Watch that you're not rocking forward or back too much. Your legs should be stacked on top of one another, pelvis square to the wall in front of you. The bony protrusions of the hips are not pointing. The top one, the leg that's stacked on top is not leaning back so that bony protrusion is going up on the diagonal. They're nice and square. Your pelvis is not tucking under, it's neutral. Plug the shoulders down, hang in there, just 15 seconds to go. If you need to stop because you've had enough, stop, pause, get a sip of water. If you can keep going, we're almost there. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to come onto all fours and we're going to keep our 3-pound weight, starting with it in our dominant or stronger hand. Remember, setting up on all fours, I want your wrist under your shoulders, micro bend in the elbows, knees under hips, shins and tops of the feet relaxed on the floor. That weight, we're going to do a row. So a row looks like this, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 counts up and down, just like our external rotator cuff. Our opposite leg of the loaded arm will be extended out, toes pointed, and it will stay up and be held isometrically the entire set. Here we go. Leg is up. Actually, before we begin, give me cow pose. So arch your upper back, tip your pelvis back, pull the abs in. Try to maintain cow pose as you're doing this exercise. Brace your abs, and we lift the arm up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we lower it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Super slow. We inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't let that leg droop. 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin up, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From here, pass that weight to the other side. Go ahead and set up with your cow pose. Find that cow pose. Make sure that when you go into upper back and lower back extension, you don't push the belly out. That is no good for the back. Pull the belly in. And how do we breathe once the belly's in? We breathe laterally. We expand our rib cage. like an opera singer would. And every exhale, we not only keep our belly in, but we actively lift up on the muscles that stop our stream of pee to contract the deepest layer of our core. Here we go. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're doing great. Take it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more. Inhale, lift, 2. Don't let that head drop. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. We take it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lift it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab your red Theraband now and keep that 3-pound weight. Starting with a 3-pound weight in your dominant or stronger arm, we're going to come up to stand against the wall. You'll hold the red Theraband, the end of it, in your non-dominant or not as strong hand, standing on the other end of it to pin it down. Back against the wall, tailbone, mid-back, upper back, completely imprinting back of the head. Gaze of the eyes is up higher than eye level. Find a cactus position, and the weighted arm, the one with the weight, is going to press up slowly. We're going to lift it up, 2, 3, 4, lower it down, 2, 3, 4. The goal here is to not lose our imprint. So make sure that you are maintaining that imprint. It's easy to lose. Soften the sternum, breastbone, and front ribs towards the back ribs. Press the back ribs and lats into the wall. Tailbone's in the wall. The only thing that's not touching the wall is the neck and our lower back, because we want to keep a mouse hole between the low back and the wall. Give me one more here, and then let's switch the weight and the band. So notice the band is held isometrically, and if you're having trouble with the wrap, just know that the thumb is on the outside and you're wrapping around all other fingers' knuckles. You can do it 1, 2 times. That's all that's necessary. And then make sure that that shoulder doesn't elevate when you're holding that arm isometrically and your non-dominant, not as strong arm is moving now. So we inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking a longer count on this side since it's our non-dominant side. We're going to give it a little longer as we lift. Take it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Fight for the imprint. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to take your red Theraband and you're going to tie it 1/4 of the way into your foam roller. Holding on to that 3-pound weight, we'll grab our small anti-burst ball and place it between our inner thighs. You want to go ahead and load your dominant or stronger arm with the weight first. So you may have to turn the roller around if it's on the other side. You're bringing your knees onto it, ball between the inner thighs. Take a moment to set up. And then from here, we're just going to lift the arms into scaption. Palms face in, wrists stay below the shoulders. Shoulders stay plugged down. Fight for that neutral pelvis. So try to not round your low back here. Squeeze in on the ball and pull your inner thighs back towards the wall behind you. Here we go. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug those shoulders down. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more here. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a moment to bring your knees off of that roller slowly. Set up on the second side. So you're also going to need to put that ball back between the inner thighs. Wrap that band around the other hand. Brace your abs as you're working here. And here we go. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, shoulders plug down. Inhale, lift, neutral pelvis. Brace your abs. Last one, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lower, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly making your way off of the roller. Great job. Let's come over to the wall for a perennial stretch. So facing our wall, feet hip distance apart, and get really close to where your chest is almost touching the wall. Hands can be about chest height. Step your dominant or tighter leg back as far as you can in a wide lunge. Internally rotate that leg in the hip socket. And then from here, brace your abs and slowly push that pelvis towards the wall. Notice where your head is in space. Make sure it's up on the spine. Take the gaze of the eyes a little higher than eye level. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards my hands. Firm your low belly. No pushing the belly out. Now, if you have hyperextension, which it's likely that you do in your legs and knees, I want you to keep a micro bend in the knees so that we are stretching the muscles, the outer calf, your peroneals, instead of pulling on the joints around the knee. So that's no bueno. Keep breathing. You're doing nice work. We're opening up a posturally tight area that needs your attention. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, step that leg in slowly. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, soft micro bend in the knees. Exhale, step the non-dominant, not as tight leg back. Where's your focus of your eyes? Make sure your head's on your spine, eyes up, eye level. Internally rotate that leg from the top of the hip socket. Brace your abs and press the pelvis forward. Plug the shoulders down. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades. Puff the back ribs towards my hands. Collarbone is wide. Facial muscles are relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. No need to put tension where it's not needed. Just firm that belly. Focus on that internal lift of your lower pelvic floor on every exhale. And let's breathe together here. 4 more full breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't lock that back knee out. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push into the bone of your big toe and that front foot. That'll help the knee traction. And 1 more breath here. Center your foot. Inhale, step it forward. We're going to grab our green loop band and place it around our ankles. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Also grab your 3-pound weight. 3-pound weight and green loop band. Now, I don't have sway back posture, so this loop band is very bad for my posture, so I will not be using it, but it's great for your posture, so please keep it on. I'm going to turn and face you, but I'd like you to do this exercise by a wall, bar, or counter for your safety. So we're going to hold the 3-pound weight in our outside hand, and we're going to bring the outside leg, once we're by the wall, bar, or counter, into knee flexion. Open it to side knee flexion. Toes are pointed. And what it's going to look like is a detached tree pose. You'll place the 3-pound weight on the thigh to load it, to engage the hip flexors even more, and we'll hold. Okay, so this is the exercise. The other, it's not a balance exercise, so you do have one hand on the wall, bar, or counter. Your standing leg should not be locked out. Let's begin by our dominant or stronger leg lifting up into our knee flexion, side knee flexion. Remember, I don't have the green band on, but you should. This is really good for your posture. If the green band feels too aggressive, you can always go back to level 1's orange loop band. From here, knee flexion first. Brace your abs, slowly open it out to side knee flexion. Point the toes. Don't lock out the supporting knee. Place the weight now on the top of the thigh, and do hold it. I don't want you to try to balance it because I don't want it to drop on your other foot. So hold it, brace your abs. Now check out your pelvis. Keep breathing here. Again, I want to see a neutral pelvis somewhere between duck butt or J-Lo butt, butt back, and a neutral position. So definitely not a scared puppy dog tuck of the pelvis. Please avoid that. Press into the bone of your big toe of your standing leg. That's going to help the knee track safer. Always keep a micro bend because you're prone to hyperextension, bow-leggedness, and rolling out on that foot. I know you're like, when are we done? This is a lot, but hang in there. Just keep breathing. Option to lower and lift the leg if it becomes too much, holding it up with that resistance. You can lower and lift it. Just one more breath here. And let's slowly turn around and go to the other side. So again, setting up is important. Feet are parallel. You have the band on, so you're going to take the leg first to knee flexion in front of you. Brace your abs and slowly from the top of the hip socket, open that leg out. And the foot isn't attached to the leg as it would be in tree pose, but it's still the same position, a side leg knee flexion, or some dancers could call it a passe, a detached passe. Brace your abs. Don't hike the hips. Make sure the hips are even. And when you load the weight with the 3 pounds, hold that weight, but just add that extra resistance. You'll feel that. And then check your pelvic position. And again, when you're holding the weight, you can lower and lift that loaded leg. You can take it up and down, exhaling it down, inhaling it up. I'll show you that variation. That's always an option, okay? So play around with that and make sure you're breathing as you're doing this. Bracing those abs, working on the breath. One more breath here. All right, let's go ahead and release that. So grab a chair. So you'll set the green band and the 3 pound weight to the side. Just a quick chair so as release. You'll be supported in a lunge. Start with your dominant or tighter leg back. If you are in a chair that is too short for you, you need a bolster under your butt cheek. If it is too tall, you may need a block under that front foot so that it's solidly grounded. I usually put the block under my front foot because the chair's just a little hair tall for me since I'm only 5'4". Brace your abs. Keep breathing here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Low abs tight. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Brace your abs. Let's slowly turn, coming to the other side, setting up. Once you've set up, we're just going to do 3 full breaths here. Outside arm and shoulder flexion, shoulders plug down, chin up, gaze higher than eye level. We'll breathe together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Okay, from here, we can set that chair to the side, picking back up our 3 pound weight and our small anti-burst ball. I'm going to face you just so you see the ball goes between the inner thighs. We'll start with the weight in our dominant or stronger hand. And I'm going to show it to you square on, and then I'll turn profile so you can see it. I would do this by a wall bar or counter for safety purposes. So I'm going to brace my abs. I'm going to let my inner thighs pull me back. My hands are facing my head, palms facing in towards my ears. I do a shoulder press at the bottom of my squat, and then I shift over to the same side as my loaded arm. So the same side as I have the weight in, I shift over to that side and I brace my abs. I bring it back. I come up on that one leg and then I lower the leg down. So let's try it together. Starting by a wall, I'll be profiled to you now. Weight in my outside hand. I inhale, prepare, no movement, soft bend in the knees. Exhale, my inner thighs pull me back. I shift over, my arms are in shoulder flexion. I hold them here. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1, squeezing in on the ball. Inhale, 2, brace the abs. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, standing up, put that shin down. One more time. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, inner thighs pull me back. Inhale, I shift over to that outside leg and I hold. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Bone of the big toe heavy. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Low belly firm. Inhale, 3. Eyes up higher than eye level. Exhale, 3. Inhale, standing up, turning around, passing the weight to the other side. No movement on your inhale. Just feel the pelvis pulling towards the feet. Exhale, let the inner thighs pull you back into your squat. Inhale, shift over. Hold it here. Inhale, 1, breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, standing up. Brace your abs. Exhale the air out. Inhale, prepare. Pelvis grounds down. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back. Shifting over. Final set. Hold. Inhale, 1. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Chin up. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, standing up without locking the knee at the top. Great job.